Hello, welcome to another week of Brandmotion Tech Talk. My name is Adam DeGroat, account manager here at Brandmotion, and let's get things kicked off. Get over my presentation. All right, so today we're going to be covering the Brandmotion FullVUE mirror lineup. What the FullVUE mirror is a digital rear view mirror with two cameras, a front and rear camera, 2-channel DVR, HD camera. It's been an extremely popular product since we launched it about months ago. It has tons and tons of applications. Some similar products out on the market right now would be kind of like the Gentex mirror or any digital rear view mirrors that rely on a camera image to display what's behind the vehicle rather than traditional reflection. So getting right into an agenda for today, we're going to briefly go over the product category overview. We're going to touch on the product FAB, or the features, advantages, and benefits. This will drive how to sell the products. Lastly, we'll close out with some resources and tools that we have available and show you an example of one of the products on the website, and then we'll wrap things up. So it should be about 10 minutes today, a pretty quick call focused on one of our newest and best-selling products, the FullVUE mirror. So as I mentioned, my name is Adam DeGroat. I'm an account manager here at Brandmotion, been here for a little bit over a year. I'm also joined today with Zach Seidel, the technical sales and support manager here at Brandmotion. If you ever call into tech support, he's likely the guy that you talk to.
Hello, everyone.
So let's dive right into it. First, I just want to do a quick introduction on the company. As I mentioned, we are a part of the account relationship team or sales team here at Brandmotion. We do also have returns, tech support, accounting, product development, warehouse, wire harness builders, and then a separate entity of the company called Connected Vehicles that works in autonomous and connected vehicle projects. So if you want to learn more about the company, check out the link below or go to brandmotion.com and learn more about Brandmotion there. So 3 products in the category. We've got the FullVUE Mirror 1000, the FullVUE Mirror 8866, and the FullVUE Mirror 8876. So what differentiates these 3 products? How are they different? They're all pretty similar. They're all going to use this mirror base, and the difference is going to be the camera style. So in the 1000, we're looking at just a basic butterfly mount style. On the 8866 and 76, we have a alteration of our standard Jeep bracket. Typically, our Jeep bracket looks more like a guitar pick, where you'll see this kind of fill out sort of in the outline of my mouse here. It's more like a guitar bracket, whereas this bracket you're seeing here is more of a half moon or a mustache style is what we call it. It kind of looks like a mustache. So the FullVUE Mirror 1000, as I mentioned, this is the kit we're looking at right here. You've got the mirror, camera, and then 2 harnesses. On the 8866 or 76, you'll have the 2 harnesses, mirror adapter, and the bracket with the camera, and then the FullVUE mirror itself. So 3 SKUs. What's the difference between the 8866 and 76? Well, the 8866 is for the Jeep Wrangler JK. The 8876 is for the Jeep Wrangler JL. The 66 is currently active, and the 76 is due to launch in a few weeks. There has been some complications and some delays with the 8876 due to coronavirus affecting our supply chain, but we are extremely close to fully launching the product and being able to offer a backup camera to the Jeep Wrangler JL, which, as we know, the Wrangler is among one of the most popular vehicles in the automotive aftermarket, has loads of customization, tons of demand from customers. I mean, there's entire companies that we work with that are devoted to Jeeps in specific, and especially the Wrangler. It is their flagship product. So just to cover it one more time, the FullVUE Mirror 1000 is a universal product. The only requirements is that you have a D-tab mount in the vehicle to mount on. You can always add one in if not. The 8866 is designed specifically to the Wrangler JK of the years 2007 through 2018, while the 8876 is for the Jeep Wrangler JL, which the current model years are 18 through 20. So 3 products cover 2 different Wranglers and then a whole bunch of other vehicles with the FullVUE Mirror 1000. So just had a quick video I wanted to show you guys on the FullVUE Mirror 8866. So you can see there by the hand motions, this is a completely touchscreen product, and you do have the ability to change camera views. So let's dive right into the features, advantages, and benefits. What makes this product unique? What are the great selling features of it? You can see as he did swipe from side to side, you change the cameras. So what we have here is a little show and tell piece. So Zach, why don't you walk us through some of the functions and
presentation.
Take this out of
Yep.
presentation
Give us just
mode.
1 second, folks.
Go to just camera. Okay, there we go.
Beautiful. Okay, so real quick, we'll go through a couple of really simple iterations. This actual piece that we're showcasing right here is a demo unit that we're working on for some of our sales guys. As you can see right here, we actually have the rear camera mounted directly right there. It is on that little swivel jack that Adam had been speaking about beforehand. And then we've got the FullVUE mirror mounted directly on there. So we don't have the exact camera mount, or I should say, I'm sorry, the mirror mount that's on this. This has been fabricated just so that we have a nice clean display. But as you can see right here, it's an integration piece. The silver tab is actually the front camera. It is adjustable, so you can actually move it around if need be. And let me switch over real quick. If we need to move up, move down, whichever preference you may need to make, you can. Okay, on the top right here is a couple of very important pieces, okay? The only one that's really gonna make a difference for you guys is this SD card slot. And then additionally, you're gonna have 2 speakers up here, and then you should have 2 speakers down there. At the bottom, right down here, and I'm gonna see if I can kind of get that to show a little bit, there is a physical button. What you do is when you click this, it'll switch over to a clock screen, as well as if you click one more time, this is actually functioning just as a traditional mirror, all right? And one more click gives us that rear view image once more, okay? Now, if in this mode, when you click through these couple of things, all right, very, very important. If we were to hold down this button, it'll shut the mirror off. When it's on this right here, we can tap it and it turns back on. And again, we can function to just say, hey, we don't want the display on right now. You may utilize this at night potentially, as some customers have experienced a grainy picture just depending on where you're at. But a very important piece of this is if you go into reverse, okay, and you're in this mode, the camera will illuminate, and then once you go out of reverse, it'll actually shut off. So it's very, very important. On top of that, this is still recording while you're driving down the road. So if you were to get in an accident and you have if you have the mirror with the display off, but not the mirror completely shut down, you're still gonna be able to get that recording for any legal purposes you may have. Mm-hmm. So going through this a little bit more, we're gonna play with it a little bit, as you kind of saw a little bit earlier. So you're able to actually swipe through all your views. Right here's your front display. If I swipe one more time, it's gonna go back to my rear display. Or you can do a split screen, okay, for any number of reasons. All right, no matter what, you're able to actually scroll up and down on the display 150 degrees on either display. So if we want to go back through and see whichever it may be, there it is. And then you're having 170 degrees side-to-side field of vision at any given point in time, okay? And then going through here, we're gonna talk on just a couple more features. And again, you've got a front and a rear camera. As you kind of see right here, this is the actual menu. So on the side right here is how we can actually adjust our brightness up and down, is just directly on the side, as well as get into our bigger menu section right here. So for example, if we wanted to take a picture, all you have to do is click this button right there, takes a picture, okay? This will get recorded on the SD card that goes in there, as well as, and it says save settings, as well as you can actually pull that SD card out, put it into a camera if you need to, okay? You can also do an audio recording. This does have a microphone, as well as a live video recording, okay? As well as you can see down here, it looks like we've got the ability to protect. And then if for some reason you didn't want to swipe, there are a couple of customers out there that don't like the idea of swiping across their mirror. So if that's the case, if you just simply tap, you can actually go through all of your different camera displays right like that. So the little lock icon is particularly used. So as this is a live streaming mirror, you may want to lock a camera clip, okay? For some reason, I know some customers, for example, if they're in the event of getting pulled over, they may say, hey, I want to record this just to be on the safe side. All you have to do is simply click right here. It will actually lock the current video file, and it won't automatically overwrite as it would as you were going down the road. Whenever you're done, you can just simply click unlock files, and that it would continuously overwrite unless you were in the event of a collision or you did the manual protection mode. Getting into it a little bit more, we're going to go into the menu. So this is going to give you a couple of different options. When we talk about protection level, it's going to be high, low, or medium. If in the event of automatically triggering the system to protect, as well as we have park monitoring. So this is a really cool feature. It'll end up taking a snapshot every 10 to 15 seconds out of each camera, compile it into a nice video. So essentially an hour's worth of images would take about 2 minutes to view. So extrapolate that over the course of 8 hours. For some reason, if you had any issues, you can review an entire night's worth of video in less than 20 minutes. Really, really nice feature there. You can set it to low, which is 12 hours, high at 24, or you can actually completely shut that off. Okay, going into this, we go into reverse mode. So unfortunately on our little demo here, we don't have the reverse wire hooked up. However, you do have the ability to either have a full screen. So just as we were showcasing earlier with the FullVUE, you'll be the whole 9.66-inch display. If not, you can have the panoramic view, which will actually zoom it out and give you some parking grid lines for when you're backing up, just to give you a little bit more perspective while reversing. Beyond that, you do have your volume up and down. You do have your clock settings. We are working on a bit of an update right now, as we've identified there's a couple of issues with the clock settings in its current configuration. If you have any questions or you're running into any issues, feel free to reach out to tech support. We'll be able to help you out in that regard. Additionally, there's a LCD power save mode. Typically, we're going to be looking for this to be in the off position in any given time, just because we've identified that in some instances with some vehicles, they get a little bit of feedback and it can cause some issues. But you can go through here and you can actually reformat your entire display. You can actually change the refresh rate of the screen. So you have the option of 50 or 60 hertz, and then you can actually go through a full reset if you so choose. So the last feature that I really wanted to touch on this that we haven't talked about is you're able to actually rewatch any video that you have directly on here. As you can see, we're looking at a couple of different things. We've got locked video, we've got photos, we've got normal video, and you can actually rewatch everything, all the playback directly on the screen. And like I said, it does have audio. So for some reason, if you're running into a situation where you need to rewatch something, or where I see this being an awesome application is, let's say you're putting this on a race car or a drag car and you want to record your quarter-mile time, you can do that. If you're putting it on a Jeep, such as with the 88, 66, or 76, you can hit that awesome mud hole that you never get the really good image for. And while you're blasting through it, and just before all the mud comes on your windshield, you have that all recorded right here on your mirror. So it's a really, really nice piece that you can go through. And obviously for any litigation's sake, this is a great piece to make sure that, you know, hey, if you get in an accident, you got the proof that either wasn't you, or hopefully, God, like I said, hopefully it isn't you, but you do have all the proof recorded right here in your mirror. So perfect. Did any good feature points that we were missing, Adam?
No, I will say one question I do get frequently is, can I add another camera to the system? You know, I've got a camera in the vehicle already. I like the display, and I want to add another camera to it. Unfortunately, it is a closed system, so it can only function with the two cameras that it comes with, being the front camera and the rear camera. Currently, there's no ability to add in additional camera. So let's start heading back to the presentation here. Okay, so just to review one more time, here's the picture of the kits. FullVUE Mirror 1000 was an example of what we were just looking at, so a nice small footprint on the camera. The difference of the Jeep versus non-Jeep or universal FullVUE would just be the bracket type. The Jeep comes with a Jeep bracket, universal comes with just a basic mount. Okay, so getting into the features, advantages, and benefits, we've seen what they look like in person, but what are the features on paper that we like to talk about? First and foremost, it's a two-camera system, so you do get a ton of coverage. Anti-glare tempered glass, a lot of people want to know, okay, so when I'm driving down the road, at night, definitely light is a big issue. During the day, when it's really sunny, that can be an issue as well. So it is an anti-glare tempered glass. And one of the benefits is, as Zach mentioned, at nighttime, if the lights on other cars are bugging you as they go by, simply just turn it off and go to a traditional mirror mode. It is covered by a 1-year warranty and does feature an HD camera. The resolution that the HD camera is displayed on is 1980 by 320. 2-channel DVR, so both cameras record simultaneously. As Zach mentioned, there's a 12 or 24-hour park monitoring. So this is extremely helpful, especially for fleet vehicles, as you can imagine. If you've got a plumber's truck and in the back is all your work equipment, well, if someone breaks in the back and takes all your equipment for the next day, it'd be really good to have it on footage, right? So that's what this will be able to help you do. 60 FPS refresh rate, can be 60 or 50. That's adjustable. So some people ask me why can I adjust the refresh rate? And it's for when you've got cars going behind you. Since it's like
Live streaming.
It's live streaming, you can change so you don't get like a flicker effect if you start to see it. So people like to be able to have the choice to switch between the two. And then lastly, one of the most important features is the G-Shock sensor. As it is a safety product, we want to make sure that we are covering any collision or event that may happen while you're in the vehicle. So when looking at the features, advantages, and benefits of the 8866 versus the 1000, really the main difference is going to be who's using it. All the features are going to be basically the same with the exception of the mounting style, but the advantages will be different. So the advantage of an HD camera in the example of an FVMR 1000 is going to be that you can see clearly, but the advantage to an 8866 might be that you get better pictures or videos trail riding, or maybe when you go to dunes like it's popular here in Michigan, you get that much clearer pictures of the water when you're at the top of a hill. So the features are the exact same, but I think the advantages that you get from those features in the two units are definitely different, as the 8866 and 76 is definitely geared more towards that Jeep lifestyle of being off-road, going to some sand dunes, hitting some trails, rock climbing. This is a great addition to any of that, as you can see behind you, in front of you, take pictures, take videos, lock them, save them. You can get years worth of video files from this as you take them out, put them on your computer, save them, throw the SD card back in, fresh and empty. One thing I will mention too, comes standard with 32 gigabyte SD card?
Yep, it's expandable up to 128 gigabytes.
Expandable up to 128. So now what happens when you hit that 32 gigabytes or 128, whatever it may be, it will just automatically start rewriting over the oldest data. So you get up to 32, then it'll go back to the 1 gigabyte and just start rewriting over that. So when you lock those videos, it's preventing that rewrite once you get to the maximum capacity of memory, and then it restarts, it'll lock those videos so it skips right over them and rewrites over non-locked videos. So thought I'd throw that one in there as well. So that pretty much covers what we wanted to talk about today with the FullVUE, the three different parts. The FullVUE Mirror 1000, universal, can be used on anything with a D-tab mount. 8866 is for the Jeep Wrangler JK. 8876 is for the Jeep Wrangler JL. Beyond the features, advantages, benefits, what the product looks like, we always want to make sure we're showing you guys how to find information. So one example I wanted to show is, so what would happen if you search this part on the website? Right here, I've got the Jeep Wrangler JK product, which is the FullVUE Mirror 8866. So right here, we've just got general information, a picture. Down below, some more pictures, images, and videos. But here's the real meat and potatoes of this, the features and specifications of the product, as well as some installation and packaging information. But if you ever want to research what these products are or get in a conversation with some of your customers, this is a great place to come and educate yourself, double check what the features are, fact check yourself if you're in a conversation. It's really easy to just go down the list and list off what it has, and for people to understand what the benefit they could receive from that is. For example, it could be, the viewing angle on this is 170 degrees horizontal and 150 degrees vertical. What can you see with that increased field of view? These are just ways to help guide your conversations with the customer. And I definitely thought I should show you how much information we actually have on the website. So coming back to my presentation here, I wanted to show an example of something else we have, which is the vehicle configurator. Now, if you know a specific part, you just type it right in here in the search bar. But if you don't know what part you need from Brandmotion, you want a backup camera or a factory display interface, but you don't know what the part number is or how to find it, because it can be confusing for some people who don't know what they're looking for to find the correct part. Simply hit the search by vehicle button, select your make, year, model, and trim. The color, which is not essential, it's just purely for aesthetics. pick any color, then the category and subcategory, and then you'll be able to view all products. So if I wanted a backup camera, I'd pick the vehicle, make, model, year, trim, and then I would pick the backup camera category, and then the subcategory would be, do I want a universal camera or vehicle specific? A vehicle specific camera may be a handle camera in a truck, while universal is just a license plate mount. So this is an easy way to find that information. Another avenue we have is our application guide. You can simply use the Control F function on this and search up any vehicle or part that you're looking for. If you need access to the application guide, please reach out to Zach or myself. You'll see our contact information here shortly. But this is typically for people within our dealer network or distribution network who need to just look up a quick part when they're on a phone call. They just use the application guide. If you are coming at it from a ground level, you need help on finding what the part is, I would highly recommend using the vehicle configurator. Once you get your feet on the ground and you know what you're looking for, the application guide is a lot more quick to achieve the part number you need. Lastly, as I did mention, the Brandmotion website is a great tool for research. This is an example of just a universal camera, and you can see the breadth of information we have here. Just a ton of information to put on your own website, to send out in an email blast to customers, or to talk about on the phone. A huge selling tool that we use internally at Brandmotion every day. So that wraps up what we're covering here today. I want to say thank you. Again, my name is Adam DeGroat, account manager here at Brandmotion. You'll see my contact information on the screen. I was also joined by the lovely gentleman, Zach Seidel. And all Zach's contact information is there as well.
Absolutely. And real quick, guys, a couple of just real other fast things from the technical side of this. As Adam had mentioned beforehand, okay, you are required to use the mount, or I'm sorry, you are required to use the camera that comes in the kit, okay? Mm-hmm. At this time, you cannot flip the camera image of the camera. Okay, so for some reason, if you mount it and it's upside down, you do have to physically turn the camera head around on your mount to get it. We do not have any, unfortunately, at this time. I'm not aware of any update that's going to allow us to add that functionality into the mirror itself, okay? For some reason, if you are running into a situation where you are running into just being a couple feet short of the cable, okay, you can use any universal 4-pin camera extension cable, okay? These can be had off of Amazon or your favorite e-retailer for less than 15 bucks. At this time, we've tested up to 17 foot being added to our 6-meter harness. Hopefully within the next 2 to 3 months, we will be basically releasing a longer version of it. Instead of doing a separate extension cable, we're actually looking to increase the length of our existing cable in the kits up to 9 meters, or that's right about 30 foot. So those are a couple of quick questions I get all the time from customers. But if you guys have any questions, if you guys are getting ready to do an installation for a customer and you're kind of unsure about something, feel free to give us a call. My direct extension is on the screen right now. If not, call into our tech support line, 734-619-1250, option 2. All right. Additionally, if you don't like to talk, I love to talk, so it's not really a big deal. At the very bottom of our website, you can actually submit a technical support request ticket, and it'll either be myself or Kevin Bouchard, our level 2 technician, that will get back to you as soon as we possibly can with any information that we have available. Okay. We are here to help you guys. We're here to help you guys sell these products, and we're here to provide an excellent customer service experience, not only for you, but for your customers. So.
Thank you, Zach. Thank you, everyone who tuned in today. Don't forget, next week, same time at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we'll be having another Tech Talk to cover some more Brandmotion products. So thanks for joining today. We're going to hop off, and hope you guys have a great day.